it's Dr. Brad. This week, again, I'm going to be using the TV screen. I won't always do this, but I have a special treat for you, so I want to make sure this is the best way that I can show you our little photo album. So the other day, or I guess it was the end of last week, Dr. Josh was talking about fishing. And a big part of that was for people's mental health. You know, you got to get outside, go out where you're not around a bunch of people, but you can still be out in nature. And so I'm going to talk about some other hobbies, some activities that are going to help not only with, you know, activity, exercise, but also the mental side of it, making sure that you're not just sitting at home with your own thoughts and social media and all that. So what I did was I asked some extended family members to send in some photos of new things that they're trying, some new hobbies, some new activities. So I'm going to go through those. First one. Okay, so of course, cousin Reggie, he sent me a picture of himself eating a pizza and drinking, I'm pretty sure that's root beer probably. So a lot of people say that we look alike. I don't really get it, but one thing I know for sure is that we don't have the same habits. So I bring this up because this is what one of the things that keeps the doctors up at night. It's worrying that when our patients aren't doing their work at home, they aren't helping their kids study, that they're sitting at home eating pizza, drinking their root beer, watching TV. So that's a big reason I decided to put cousin Reggie's photo up here. Who's next? Oh, there we go. So this is my cousin Rob, good looking guy. So hiking's a big deal. So he's hiking out, out San Francisco area. But anytime you can get out in nature, like we said, that's going to be important. And I know a lot of the parks are pretty packed, but you can still find plenty of parks that aren't going to be that way. And if you need help, you can ask the doctors. There's a lot of staff members who like to hike as well. We can probably provide you with a link to different trails. So there's that, there's canoeing, there's kayaking. There's a lot of things you can still do in enjoying nature, but not be surrounded by a bunch of people. I'm not even really sure this guy's related to us, but he keeps showing up at our reunion. So my point here is, he's out hiking as well, but of course we don't want to forget the children, but we also don't want to forget our dog children. So their lives are being kind of jumbled as well. They're like, they're wondering why we're home all day. They're confused. They thought it was pretty cool at first, but now they're like, what are you doing? So make sure you get them out, get them their exercise, let them enjoy nature as well. They will appreciate it. Oh, it's my great Aunt Fern. So she actually picked up the guitar back in early January before she even knew what was going on with this. But already, you should see her shred on this guitar. So pick up an instrument, guitar, whatever other instrument you've been wanting to play, the drums, or maybe you want to start drawing or painting, or I know Kim wants to crochet or knit. Also cooking. Kim was actually just mentioning cooking. She wants to start trying different recipes. So all that's great in terms of new hobbies if you have some extra downtime. I keep pointing this at the wrong direction. Oh, so this, you remember cousin Reggie with the pizza? This is his mom. This is my aunt. So she didn't used to be like this, but the last few months she's been nuts with the cleaning. But actually, it's keeping her moving. So I know at some point you're going to probably run out of things to clean, but most of us have a closet or maybe the basement filled with boxes and tubs that we haven't gone through. So maybe not as physical, but mentally it kind of helped get rid of some of the clutter maybe and go through some things you haven't looked at for a long, long time, maybe since you moved into the house. Too scary. All right, some other hobbies. Photography is a good one. There's so many things that I could mention. Dr. Josh was talking about fishing. Well, maybe you're into fly fishing. Maybe you want to start tying flies or learning to tie flies. There's just so many different options with that. We talked about this a lot. Make sure you're still working out, even though you can't go to the gym. Like my uncle, he loves the gym. there's still some things we can do at home. If you don't have a lot of equipment, there's a lot of body weight exercises you can do, walking, running, biking. But if you do have some equipment at home, that's even better. Every family has their family member who is way into yoga, maybe even a little bit too much. So this is another one of my cousins. She can't just do yoga on a mat in her basement. She has to go out on a cliffside and do some crazy pose. We can see a little bit of the resemblance here, I think. Plus, she's pretty toned like myself. So, what do we got next? All right. So the point with this one is maybe now's the time to try something that is like way outside of the box. This is my niece. She wanted to try out modeling. Now she looks a little bit nervous, but she'll keep trying, I'm sure. So anything you've been wanting to do, but you feel like it's way outside of the realm of what you can do, hey, why not give it a shot? This is the best time to do it. And my last one. This is my aunt. She's showing off the fact that she has her own private island. My point here, though, is we'll get through this. At some point, we'll all be able to go enjoy the things, if that's going to the beach or whatever it might be. We'll get to that point. It may be different than it used to be, but we'll get to that point. And so just encourage you to try all these different hobbies, activities. Try what you've been looking forward to doing for a long time. Don't be cousin Reggie. That's another thing. And if you have any questions or you need anything, you're having issues, whether it's physically or mentally, hey, give us a call and one of us can speak with you. See you next time.